Best automated webinar software ever? I don't know. What's up, guys? Jason here, Aspiring Entrepreneur, and welcome to episode 31 of Building an Online Business from Scratch, where I take you A to Z and everything in between on putting together an online business from scratch, specifically a webinar sales funnel to sell coaching and consulting on the back end of an information product. And in today's episode, we are going to be doing a quick overview of Stealth Seminar. So to give you a quick background here, Stealth Seminar is an automated webinar platform. So if you want to be doing automated webinars, Stealth Seminar is definitely a piece of software you should be checking out. So the purpose of this is to just give you an overview of what the software looks like, what it can do, what it can't do, and a little bit of its shortcomings, and of course, some of the things that make it stand out from other softwares out there like Everwebinar or Webinar Jam. Of course, make sure to check out the channel because I did an in-depth walkthrough of Everwebinar and I did a comparison of Jam, Everwebinar, and Stealth Seminar. So definitely when you're done watching this video, go check those out so you can kind of shortcut this 3.5-month process I've gone through trying to figure out which webinar software is going to work the best. Now, for those of you who want to do automated webinars, here's a quick rundown of why I think Stealth Seminar is one of the best ones out there. And this is really for two main reasons. Reason number one is because when you upload your video, they actually encode it and host it themselves. Whereas some of the other services out there, they don't actually host the video for you. I mean, you give them a link to your Amazon, S3 account or your YouTube or Vimeo account, and then they kind of just stream the video from there. And I found there are a lot of issues there, especially if you're trying to make your webinar live. Now, I wasn't trying to pretend like it wasn't a live webinar, but if that's important to you, then Stealth Seminar is really going to be your only solution there. And that actually leads into number two, which is mobile readiness. When I compared this to Webinar Jam and Everwebinar and ClickFunnels, all of those had the same issue. And that was when you went to play the video on mobile, because it was hosted through one of those third parties that I mentioned earlier, the video wouldn't play correctly. In some of them, it would show the controls or wouldn't autoplay and allow people to pause and go back depending on those solutions. Check out the channel for in-depth videos on all of those. So in this video, I want to focus on Stealth Seminar for those two reasons I just mentioned. Number one, they host the video themselves. They encode it for you. It's one of the best playbacks you're going to get from the solutions I've tried. And then number two, it's completely mobile ready. It works great on mobile devices. So without further ado, I'm going to switch gears, jump into my screen here. I'll walk you through my account. One of the one webinar I've set up with them, I'm still on a trial. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep it or not. And then, of course, give you a little bit of insight at the end on some of the shortcomings and things you want to watch out for before you go ahead and make the investment in Stealth Seminar. So let's dive in.
So this is what it looks like when you first log into Stealth Seminar. So there's a nice little welcome video, gives you updates if there's any issues or outages. Doesn't look like there's been any for quite a while, almost a year now. So what I want to do is first just walk you through the basic processes you can go through. So what's nice about this is they really will set everything up for you. I really didn't have to lift a finger in terms of setting up my webinar. So what you can do is you can go over here to help, and then event creation, assistance, and a couple of pages later, you'll be brought to, be brought to this page, and then you'll get here. So this is where you essentially tell them everything they need to know about setting up your webinar. So you're going to tell them if you want it to be automated, live, or hybrid, and then they have some different forms there. You give them, what's your title, and then, you can name it and give it an internal name. So if you're split testing multiple webinars, it's a lot easier to have internal names, just say like webinar. I do mine by the product it is. So for example, for Authority Builder, it's AB _ hybrid or live or simulated live or blah, 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 whatever it may be. And then of course you just kind of go through and answer these questions. When do you want the webinar to run? According to them, this is the best option. just one time at the top of the hour, and then tomorrow at 11 and the next day at 7. I was testing the top of the hour, and as of this recording, the webinar I'm testing with them has gotten 0 opt-ins. So I'm not, and I'll get to why I'm so frustrated about that in a second. And then we have the webinar registration page. Now this is where one of the things that I did not understand, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time on it here. And actually I'll blow up the screen for you a little bit so you can see it. Hit F11. Now, when you set up your webinar registration page, you have 2 options. Option number 1 is you click this little link and they have a bunch of templates, and then you kind of tell them what you want, your headline, your bullet points, and your pictures and all that, and you send that and they put it together for you in that template. Option number 2 is what I would prefer, is using one of your web page builders. So here's what they'll do. They'll essentially take whatever page you give them. So you give them the page URL. So for example, this is 3. This is what the webinar registration page looks like in ClickFunnels. And I said, okay, go ahead, take this and work your magic. And it turned into this guy. Now you notice it's pretty much the same page. The difference is this date and time stuff, they automatically update for you. So I'll go back to this one. You see it's March 10th, blah, 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 blah. Here it's March 26th, because this is March 26th when this video is being recorded. And then the countdown timer is working here. So you'll see the countdown timer will fix to whatever settings you set up in the back end. So if it's at 7 p.m. or if it's at the top of every hour. Mine's set right now to the top of every hour. So 43 minutes, it'll be, what is it, 1 or 2 o'clock or whatever time it is right now. You'll notice if in the ClickFunnels version, it's just static. But I told them, hey, I want this countdown time. This is where I want the countdown timer. This is where I want the date and time. So this is something that I think is huge and something I didn't really get to enjoy with the other webinar solutions that I was testing. So that's a huge advantage. That's one of their huge advantages there. So we'll go back to here. So you just enter the URL of that landing page. You tell them, about the autoresponders, and further on down the line, you can also tell them, when your offer drops in your webinar, where you want that to go to. You will have to give them the graphics for that, offer drop in your webinar, and you click submit. And 2 days, I think it took them a day and a half to set up the webinar for me. So I'm going to go back here to my events. Oops, maybe I'm on 5. Oh, I didn't click on it. So I'm going to go to my events so you can see this now. So it took about a day and a half. I went back and forth. I forgot to give them my tracking code, and no problem. I think I emailed them. I emailed them analytics. I emailed them Google remarketing, the Facebook pixels, the special ones for each pages. They set it up no problem. They didn't complain. I'm sure the rep got a little frustrated because I sent him so many different codes. I was like, oh, I forgot this one or that one. In retrospect, I should have just used Google Tag Manager, said put this on all the pages, and then I'll go in with the URLs and figure it out. Anywho, that's beside the point. So we'll come in here to the event list. Oh, I'm already on it. And so there's the sample webinar here. This is the Authority, Influence, Income Mastery. You see I have Webinar Auto version 1, so that's kind of how you can keep track of your webinars if you have multiple ones in here. And what's kind of cool is you can just go ahead and hit preview. It will play, and then preview your registration page, get your links, see your analytics. So let's go ahead with stats, because this is something that I was not exactly too enthralled with. And the other webinar softwares I tested definitely had much better analytics. This pretty much just kind of tells you who did what. Obviously, everything mine is 0 because the registration page has converted so poorly. But in the other webinar softwares, they definitely made an effort to make the data more easy to analyze. We don't all need pretty pictures and graphs like this. This works, but I just wasn't really happy with this data. And then the big issue I have is I actually don't have any data on my registration page. So in Facebook and Google, I can see what they say my conversion rate is on my registration page. However, because I'm not using the ClickFunnels inference here, where they tell me how many visitors, how many contacts, I can split test. You can split test pages, by the way. They do allow you to do that. And you can set it up so they're hosted on your domain. I didn't go into that, but I think if you want to be able to split test your landing pages like you would be able to do here in ClickFunnels, you're going to, you're going to want to set up your pages and have it hosted on your own domain, because really you really need your internal tracking for those analytics, because Facebook and Google, and even if you're using Google Analytics or Bitly to track your links, or funnel tracks or whatever, all of those things are going to give you different numbers, and at the end of the day, your landing page software is most likely going to be the most accurate. So I would definitely recommend setting things up so that when you have your registration page, even though they can have it for you, and I just quick and dirty did it because I wanted to see if it would work, and because it didn't work, I'm not going to go through that effort. But if you get a couple of registrations, you're definitely going to want to go through the effort of porting their landing page stuff over onto your own server, so your own landing page service, ClickFunnels, Instapage, Lead Pages, whatever, Megaphone app, whatever you're using, so that you can see that data, because that's really key. So I'm going to go back here real quick. Okay, here we go. So, and you can also preview your webinar very easily. I can't remember if it was as easy in the other solutions I tested, but this is definitely a nice feature because you can check your offer drop. So I know it's going to be a pain in the butt, but you're definitely going to want to sit through your entire webinar to make sure the offer drops in the correct place. It can drop over here on the right-hand side, or it can drop underneath as well. I had it drop over here because I formatted my webinar for Everwebinar, and that's where it drops over there. So instead of re-recording the webinar, I just said, hey, put it over here on this side. So, and that's about it. That does it for the overview here. The only other thing I can show you is the editing part. And so this is also where you kind of notice the system does feel a little outdated. It does everything you need it to do. It's just not necessarily pretty to look at. This banner looks like it came from the early 2000s. So it's one of those things where it can be a little cumbersome just because of all of the features they offer you, and the fact that there hasn't really seemed to be a lot of effort to make it more user-friendly. But to that point, instead of investing in making it all super nice looking and user-friendly, they've invested in a great support team, if you will. So you can always just ask them to do everything for you, which as business owners is really how we all should be running our businesses. It's so easy to get stuck in like, all right, let's go do the call to actions, this and that, the marketing automation. Whereas you can just say, hey, here's my login to my active campaign account. Please set up the webinar to add people to X list or X automation. And I think that is a very, very, very valuable resource to have, and what makes Stealth Seminar stand above the other supports out there. Because I can tell you from personal experience, now that I'm going to bash them, I'm not going to say which webinar software it was, but their support was just downright rude and would not answer my questions. And of course, I actually wound up having to purchase the software and test it myself. And of course, the answer was it doesn't work, but the support person wouldn't tell me that. They just kept telling me, oh, do this or do that. Anyway, you can tell I'm still a little gripey about that because I wasted like 6 hours because they just wouldn't answer a yes or no question. Stealth Seminar, not like that. Great support. So I definitely encourage you to check these guys out if you want to do automated webinars. If you're looking for a solution that does automated webinars, run it, forget it, going to work on all devices, going to get those dates and times correctly, going to have the countdown timers work correctly, Stealth Seminar definitely stands above the rest.
So thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative and actionable. If you got some value out of it, go ahead and hit that like button and then subscribe to the channel down below, because each week I am showing you step by step everything I'm doing to put together an online sales funnel. And if you don't want to do webinars, you'll definitely also want to subscribe and stay tuned, because I'm documenting the entire process of being a first-time entrepreneur, going from zero to, hopefully hero. This is all in real time, showing you all of the marketing and business systems I'm testing and the strategies I'm putting to the test to see if they actually work. So if you're tired of just looking at those information courses or reading the blog post that says 27 ways to grow your business online, and you're looking for someone who's actually doing it and figuring it out and kind of telling you what works and what's kind of little BS, then this channel is for you. I encourage you, hit that like button and subscribe. So until the next video, keep building the business you love. Take care.